Ladies and gentlemen, please listen close. You let them play the victim. You watched quietly. You didn't argue. You didn't fight to prove yourself. You didn't beg for anyone's approval. You stood back and let the stage reveal who they really were. And here's the truth. Victims can pretend for a while, but time always exposes actors. Time is the sharpest blade. Time is the stage light that burns through lies. Listen closely, because what you did wasn't weakness. It wasn't silence out of fear. It was silence out of strength. You let them run their mouth. You let them paint their story. You let them play the hero in their own drama. And then you did the one thing they never expected. You let everyone else watch. Before I go deeper, let me stop right here. To the new ones, here, subscribe right now. Like this video. Drop a comment and tell me how this hits you. And to the ones who've been riding with me for a long time, thank you. Your loyalty is the reason I pour everything into these words. Together, we're not just watching videos. We're building a mindset, a movement, a weapon for life. Now, back to the truth. You know what happens when someone keeps screaming that they're the victim. People start to notice. They start to ask questions. They look closer, and slowly, the cracks show. Their stories stop adding up. Their fake tears dry out. Their lies circle back and choke them. Their mask slips, and suddenly the crowd realizes you were never the villain. They were. That's the power of patience. That's the power of strategy. That's the power of refusing to step into their circus. They want you to argue. They want you to fight. They want you to get dirty so they can point their finger and say, "See, I told you," but you didn't. You kept moving, and your movement spoke louder than any argument. Look at history. Look at Nelson Mandela. He was called a criminal. He was locked away for 27 years. The world painted him as the enemy, but he stayed silent in his prison cell. He didn't run around crying, "Look at me, I'm the victim." He waited. He endured. He moved with strategy. And when the truth finally came out, the world saw who the real villain was. The government that oppressed him, the system that chained him, and Mandela walked out not as a broken man, but as a legend. He let them play the victim, and the world saw the truth. Now, hear me carefully. When you step back and let someone expose themselves, you're not being passive. You're being lethal. You're using the most ancient weapon in the world, silence. Because silence is not empty. Silence is loaded. Silence is a trap. And when the noise dies, truth becomes deafening. They tried to twist your name. They tried to drag you down. They tried to make you look small, but instead, they only dug their own grave. Because no matter how loud they screamed, lies cannot breathe forever. Truth is oxygen, and once the room fills with it, the liars choke. But I need you to understand something deeper. This isn't just about them. This is about you. Because your power is in your discipline. Your power is in your ability to step back and trust the process. Your power is in not chasing people, not chasing approval, not chasing validation. That's why they can't control you. Think about Muhammad Ali. There were countless voices saying he was done, saying he couldn't fight, saying he was finished after losing his title. They mocked him. They doubted him. But he didn't waste time arguing with critics. He trained. He worked. He rebuilt in silence. And when the moment came, he didn't need to prove himself with words. He proved himself in the ring. Ali didn't block the doubters. He let them block themselves by their own blindness, by their own inability to see his fire. That's how you win, not by screaming louder, not by playing their game, but by shifting your energy into building yourself so high they can't reach you. Your silence becomes their mirror. Your growth becomes their punishment. Your peace becomes their exposure. And you need to lock this in your mind. The truth doesn't need defending. It needs patience. And you've already shown you've got that. So let them play. Let them pretend. Let them wear the mask. Because one day they will stand in front of the mirror and the reflection will betray them. Everyone will see. Everyone will know. And you won't even need to say a word. Remember this. The loudest in the room are often the weakest. The ones pointing fingers are often the guiltiest. And the ones who play the victim are often the ones who've been doing the most damage. But eventually, masks fall. And when they do, the truth stands alone. That's when people will remember you, not as the one who argued, not as the one who fought for scraps of respect, but as the one who moved with power, as the one who stayed unshaken, as the one who let the truth do the talking.